So, what is a poem? You're coming to this. I'm not sure, what you know about poetry already, but poetry is something that I like to write about a lot, and I write a lot of different kinds of poetry. And a poem is just a way to use words to express yourself in artistic ways. So today, we're going to look at one of the many ways that you can write poems, because there's a lot of different kinds of poems. But we're going to look at one particular type called concrete poetry. Concrete poetry is poetry that makes an image. So poetry that makes a picture of something. And in we're going to do it a couple of different ways today. And I'm going to show you some examples. So this is what we're going to do. These are the steps that we're going to take to create our concrete poems. All right, everybody with me so far? Let me see heads shaking, heads nodding. You can hear me, everything's going well? Perfect, excellent. So I'm gonna ask you on the next slide, I've got a couple of boxes that have a bunch of different animals in them. And I'm gonna ask you to pick one of your favorite animals from those boxes. We're gonna use this for both types of poems. And then we're gonna write your poem. I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways to do that. You might need your parents to help you, and that's okay. We've only got a little bit of time here together, so we wanna do what we can with the time that we have. Then we're gonna draw an outline of your animal, and I'm gonna show you what I've done. Then you're gonna write your poem on your animal's outline. Then we're gonna add details to that, and then you're gonna color it. Because a little birdie told me, it was Mrs. Jimenez, that you have an art show next week. And this would be something that if you finish it today, or if you want to color it after we're done, this would be something great to share for your art show. All right, so let's look at the animals. The first thing is to pick an animal that you like. So there's a whole bunch of animals right here. Pick something that you like. Okay, Charlie said she likes the cat. Everybody good? Everybody see the animals? Just show me with a nod, up and down. Now, give me a thumbs up when you have picked your animal. You guys are awesome. Okay, so next, we need to actually write a poem about that animal. So we're going to do this one of three ways. The first way is to make a list of words that describe your animal. So Charlotte picked cat. Charlotte, what are some cat words that you can think of that you can make a list of right here?
They are furry. They are cute. They have long ears and little pink mouths.
Okay, so if Charlotte wrote all of those things down, that might be her poem. Just descriptive words about a cat. Or you could write 1 to 3 sentences about your animal. And remember, your parents can help you with this. So what's a sentence that we could say about a cat, Charlie?
It is very cute. I would like to have one.
Okay, it is very cute. Charlie would like to have a cat. I would not like to have a cat. I would like to have a dog. Or you can write anything you want to about your animal, and it can rhyme or not rhyme. It can be long or short. What's great about concrete poetry is we just need words. So if the words rhyme, great. If they don't, that's great. It can be, it depends on how big your drawing is going to be as to how many words you need. You might even have to add a couple of words to the end of your sentence or to the end of your list. And all of that is okay. Now, I want to show you some examples. So I picked turtle, all right? And for a moment, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that you can see my entire screen. So I picked the word turtle, and these are 3 different versions of poems that I could write. All of it counts as poetry because we're making art with words, okay? So remember that. Poetry is art with words. That's all it is, okay? And we're going to make it the most artistic it can be today. So I've got a list of turtle words here: turtle, shell, reptile, green, brown, cute, pet, and scales. Because they're reptiles, they have scales. And then I have some turtle sentences. Would you like to read those, Charlie?
Yes. I like turtles. Turtles have a shell. Turtles are cute. You can have a pet turtle.
Okay. And then I also created a rhyming version of my sentences. Turtle, turtle, little turtle, won't you stay and play? Your house is right there on your back, so you won't be home too late. So those are 3 different versions of different types of poems that you can create. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the presentation right here, and someone's put something in the chat box. Let's check that. Okay, and we've also got one person in the waiting room, so I want to get them in here. And just for the sake of the person that is joining us, for the new person that's coming in, we picked a favorite animal here, all right? And I'm gonna let you do that really quick. And then we looked at 3 different ways to create a poem about an animal, writing words that describe or writing sentences about your animal. We looked at 3 different examples of how to make a list, write sentences, or write rhymes. And now it's your turn to do some work. Everybody give me a thumbs up if they've got their animal and they're ready to work. Okay, excellent job. So this is what we're going to do. You are going to write for a few minutes your descriptive words, your sentence, or your poem. I'm going to start a 5-minute timer while you're doing that, okay? And then you can message me in the chat box if you have any questions. Now, I'm going to open this timer, and I hope that it works here. Can everybody see my timer? Give me a thumbs up if you can see my timer. Okay? So I'm going to set this, and you're going to write your list of words or your sentences or your rhymes right now. All right? Because we're going to use these to create our concrete poem. So I'm going to start this. Yes, you too, Charlotte. And you go. I'll check the chat box if anybody has any questions. Otherwise, this is writing time. You can just write your sentences. I'm going to show you what Charlotte did while we were sitting here, and then I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, there we go. The timer is over. Let's go back to our presentation. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a minute so that everybody can see each other. And what I'd like for you to do now, I'm going to unmute everybody so that we can all hear each other talk. I'd like for you to hold your papers up to the screen and let's see all your great words. This is what Charlotte came up with. Look at that. How awesome. So much writing already. We're only 15 minutes into this. Look at all the words you've written. That's awesome. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. That's great. All right. So now that we have the words, I'm going to put everybody back on mute again. We'll come back together in a few minutes. Now that we have all of the words, we've got to start drawing the picture to go along with our animal so that we can create the concrete poetry. And to do that, I've got to share my screen again. And I hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, so next we're going to draw a picture. And remember, I picked turtle. So I just drew the outline of the turtle's shell here. And I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to draw the outline of your animal right now. So I'm going to turn the timer back on. We're going to reset it to 2 minutes. Ooh, not 20 minutes. Click start. and you've got 2 minutes on a new sheet of paper to draw an. All right, time is up. Let's stop the share and let's hold up what you came up with. So here's Charlie's. Here's her cat. Oh, wow. A butterfly, a chicken, a turtle. Hey, another turtle. I only drew the shell of my turtle. It kind of looks like a taco right now, but it's going to change. It's going to be something different later. All right, we ready to keep going? This is excellent, you guys. All right, so let's go back to the presentation here. Now, next, we've got to write our poem around our image, around the picture that we drew. So this is what mine looks like right now. You can see my poem here on the side. You can see that I've written the words around the shell of my turtle drawing. Okay? You might have to write bigger or smaller. You might have to add some additional words. But you're going to take 5 minutes now and write your poem or your words around the shape of the picture that you drew. I am going to unmute everybody for just a minute and make sure that we don't have any questions. So just for a moment, does anybody have any questions about what I'm asking you to do? Everybody good so far? Give me a thumbs up.
Yep, we're good.
Okay. So let's remute. You can still chat with me in the chat box. We're going to go back to our share screen, and I'm going to set another timer for 5 minutes. Oh, and I've already got that open. So reset to 5 minutes, and you have 5 minutes now to write the words around your picture. All right, 10 seconds left. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me stop sharing so we can see each other. And let's see what you were able to come up with. Charlotte, can I share yours, or do you want to share it?
I'll share it.
Okay. Hold them up to the screen there.
This is mine.
Here's what Charlotte came up with. Let's move it over that way just a little bit. Perfect.
Oops.
Look at what, oh my gosh. Show them to me again. Let me show you what I did. It still kind of looks like a taco, the one that I did, but we're going to add some details in just a minute. Oh, wow. Is that a dragon? Oh, wow. The turtle. Oh my gosh. You guys did fantastic. This is so awesome. This is so awesome. Now we've got to go back and add some details to this. All right. So on the next slide, I want you to see what I've done here. We're going to add some details to your poem. And we're going to take, I put 5 minutes on there, but I think just to add some details, we're going to take about 3 minutes and add some details. And then if you don't finish right now, it's okay. You can finish and color it later. All right. So that you can see what I did to add details. I just added the inside of the turtle shell. I added the head. I added some legs. So I want you to do that now. Add a few details, and we're going to do that for about 3 minutes. And we'll start the timer right now. Details. Okay, there we go. All right, so now it's time to share. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that we can share our work. Give yourselves a round of applause. Look how much you did. Now pat one side of your back, pat the other side of your back. If you're on with someone else, pat their back and let them pat your back. Yay! All right, now let's go I'm gonna go one by one. I'm gonna turn the sound back on, and I'm gonna call out the name that I see on the screen for the ones that have videos, and I want you to show us what you did. So we'll start with the screen from Sadie Thomas. So you show us yours. Wow, look at that. All right, we have another person there.
Gwendolyn.
Look at that, Gwendolyn, how awesome. All right, and now Catherine's camera.
Bang, bang, boom, boom, bang.
Oh wow, I love it. I did a turtle too, so I have to love the turtle. That's wonderful.
Awesome.
What about Andrea's camera?
Jackie.
Oh, is there another class on?
Andrea.
Yeah. Mr. Jackie.
Wow, beautiful.
Oh, is it?
Look at that. All right, Viviana's camera. Is that camera frozen? It looks like it. Is that Mrs. Jackie? You want to show yours?
Sure. Yeah. So,
Look at that, puppy. And Mrs. Jimenez? Look at that, awesome. Charlotte, you want to show yours? All right.
Oh, no.
Way to go, people. That is amazing. All right, Mary, let's see yours. It's Mary's camera. I'm not sure who
that's actually Lily.
Lily. Okay, I have one of those too. I can remember that name.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So now I want to show you one other step. And can you hear the fire department going off in the background?
Where is she?
After this, when we're done today, if you didn't get a chance to color your poems or if you have anything other details that you want to add, please do that and save them for the art show next week. So you're almost ready for the art show. When you're done, it might look something like this.
Whoa.
Isn't it cool? Now, I did have Charlotte and her sister Lily color this for me, so I can't take credit for all of the art here.
You can't take credit for any of them.
I did write them. So we've got a comedian here too. All right, so we've done it this one way. Would you like to see how to do it a different way? This one we may need the parents to help with. But before we do that, I think we're going to take just like a 2-minute break to get up, stretch a little, get our materials ready again, run to the potty if we need to. So we're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and then we're going to come back together and I'm going to show you how to do this a different way. All right? So the break starts now. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like to read your poem out loud.
Mama, put up here.
Okay, so I'm going to call by the video that I have up here, and we can read our poems, and then we're going to look at one more way to do concrete poetry, all right, using a web tool on the internet, okay? So Sadie's camera, let's let the two girls there go first. So it looks like, okay, there, you're unmuted.
Chick, chick, you are cute and fluffy, and I love you.
Excellent.
My camera's off.
Okay.
Mine says, Panda, panda, I love you. Pandas are soft and cut. Panda, panda, I love you.
I love it too. That's fantastic. All right, Catherine's camera with our turtle.
Mine turtle
You know something?
is so awesome.
It really is. It is awesome.
And his name is Henry Turtle.
Henry the Turtle. That's a great name. All right, Andrea's camera.
My name's Henry because I graded my name Henry with him.
That's awesome. My turtle's name is Mike. All right, Andrea's camera. We've got video, but we don't have audio.
Wait, could you make sure the car is not on the computer doing anything? I think you could practice.
Sorry.
Okay, want to share your poem?
She says she doesn't want to read it out loud.
That's okay. That's fine. Viviana's camera.
Trixie out. I know Liliana. They can fly all day long. Butterflies are cute.
Viviana, your network is kind of.
It was kind of low. I heard that it was about butterflies. I did one too about caterpillars and butterflies. It's at the end of this presentation. You'll be able to look at that later. To look at another way to make a concrete poem, but we're going to be using a web tool called wordart.com. And I'm going to have to share my screen with you again so that I can show you how to work this website. So parents, I am going to drop a link to wordart.com into the chat box so that you can access that directly. And there's the link. When you go to the website, it's going to allow you to create a web version of a concrete poem. So in this example here, you can see that I used, I picked an apple as my picture. And I used the words apple crisp,